Welcome to English Podcast, the podcast where we dive deep into the stories of remarkable individuals who have made an extraordinary impact on our world. I'm John, and today, we're going to explore the incredible career and life of Steve Jobs. His journey is filled with inspiring lessons on innovation, resilience, and overcoming adversity. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive into the life of one of the most influential figures in the tech industry. Steve Jobs was born on February 24, 1955, in San Francisco, California. From the very beginning, his life was marked by unique challenges and opportunities. He was adopted by Paul and Clara Jobs, who raised him in a modest home but with a lot of love and support. Jobs often credited his parents for his strong work ethic and his early interest in electronics. Imagine a young Steve, tinkering away in his garage, taking apart gadgets just to see how they worked. Little did anyone know that this curious boy would grow up to revolutionize not just one, but multiple industries. One of the first significant milestones in Jobs' career came in 1976 when he co-founded Apple Incorporated with his friend Steve Wozniak in his parents' garage. Can you picture that? Two young guys, just barely out of their teens, working tirelessly on what would become one of the most valuable companies in the world. Their first product, the Apple I, was a modest start. It was essentially a circuit board, but it laid the foundation for something much bigger. Fast forward to 1984, and Apple launched the Macintosh, a product that would forever change the landscape of personal computing. Jobs introduced the Mac with a now legendary commercial during the Super Bowl, famously saying, "You'll see why 1984 won't be like 1984." The Macintosh was revolutionary, featuring a graphical user interface that made computing accessible to the average person. It was a huge leap forward from the text-based interfaces that were standard at the time. However, as with any great story, there were setbacks. In 1985, just a year after the Macintosh launch, internal conflicts at Apple led to Jobs being ousted from the company he had helped to create. Can you imagine that? Being forced out of the very company you built from the ground up? It was a devastating blow, but Jobs didn't give up. Instead, he turned this setback into an opportunity. Jobs went on to found Next, a computer platform development company. Although Next computers were not commercially successful, they were technically brilliant and ahead of their time. In fact, the software developed at Next eventually became the foundation for Mac OS, which powers today's Macs. Around the same time, Jobs acquired a small graphics division from Lucasfilm. This company, which he renamed Pixar, would go on to change the world of animation forever. Jobs' investment and belief in the potential of computer-animated films led to the creation of Toy Story, the first-ever fully computer-animated feature film. It was a huge success and marked the beginning of a new era in animation. Pixar's success was a testament to Jobs' vision and determination. In 1996, a twist of fate brought Jobs back to Apple when the company purchased Next. His return marked the beginning of Apple's most innovative era. Jobs spearheaded the development of iconic products like the iPod, iPhone, and iPad, each of which revolutionized its respective industry. The iPod transformed the way we listen to music, the iPhone redefined the smartphone, and the iPad created a whole new category of portable computing. Each product was not just a technological breakthrough but also a cultural phenomenon. Jobs' vision was not just to make great products but to create tools that would enrich people's lives. One of the most memorable speeches Jobs ever gave was at Stanford University's commencement in 2005. It was a speech filled with wisdom and personal anecdotes. Let's listen to an excerpt from that speech. Steve Jobs said that, "You can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. This approach has never let me down, and it has made all the difference in my life." Jobs' words are a powerful reminder that we may not always understand the challenges we face while we're going through them, but in hindsight, we can see how they shape our journey. His life was not without hardships, health struggles, professional setbacks, and intense competition. Yet, he remained resilient, driven by his passion and belief in the transformative power of technology. One of the most poignant moments in Jobs' career came towards the end of his life. Despite his battle with pancreatic cancer, he continued to work tirelessly on new projects and innovations. His dedication to his work and his unwavering commitment to his vision are truly inspirational. Steve Jobs once said, "I'm convinced that about half of what separates successful entrepreneurs from the non-successful ones is pure perseverance." His story is a powerful reminder that setbacks are not the end but opportunities to learn and grow. Jobs' ability to bounce back from failures and his relentless pursuit of his dreams are qualities that we can all aspire to. So, whenever you face challenges, remember Steve Jobs' journey. Embrace the difficulties, stay passionate, and trust that the dots will connect in your future. It's through perseverance and resilience that we achieve our greatest successes. Here are some of Steve Jobs' most memorable quotes. "Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart. The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Stay hungry, stay foolish. Sometimes life hits you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. I'm convinced that about half of what separates successful entrepreneurs from the non-successful ones is pure perseverance. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life." Thank you for joining us on English Podcast today. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to like, subscribe and share it with others who could use a dose of motivation. Until next time, stay inspired and keep pushing forward.